Hello, Chris here. In this 22-part video series, I'm going to show you how to make an animated farm scene like this in Blender. In the previous videos, we made all these modules and arranged them in a scene like this. In this video, we're going to add an HDRI and a background sky image to make our scene like this. Let's get started. This is what we got up to last time. We go to rendered mode. As you can see, there is no light here. So we can add an HDRI in the background. In order to download an HDRI, you can go to Polyhaven. Then select the HDRI, then select sunset or sunrise, as I'm going to download a sunrise texture. I like this one, the color is looking good. If I select this, I can see the 3D view. The yellow lighting is really good. So we are going to download the 8K texture, change this to 8K and click download. Then select the folder to which you want the file to be downloaded. Now go to rendered mode, then go to shading mode, then go to rendered mode to see the HDRI while we open it. Change this object to world, then select this background. Make sure you enabled the node wrangler add-on. Go to edit, preferences, then add-ons. Type in node, make sure the node wrangler add-on is enabled, and close this window. Select this one, Control T in the keyboard. This will open an environmental texture setup. Then select this, click open and select the HDRI you downloaded. You can see the name of the HDRI here. If you want the exact same one I am using, then open. This will open that HDRI. As you can see, our scene is looking good, but we are currently in the EV render engine. We're going to need to go to cycles render engine. If you go to layout mode, go to render properties, this camera icon, then go to render engine and then change it to cycles. Then change this. If you have a graphics card, you can change this to GPU compute. This will speed up the rendering. As you can see, we got cool looking scene right now. Then press 0 to go to camera view. You can enable the graphics card by going to edit, preferences, then going to system, then the cycles render devices. I have a GeForce GTX graphics card and Intel Core. I'm going to untick this. As I'm doing a screen recording, it will damage the recording if I render using this CPU core. If you have an RTX card, you will see it here. I have a GTX card. Then enable this and then close this window. So you can see this is looking good. Now we got material to our scene. If you want to see the water, you can go to modifier properties and then the modifiers on the viewport. Here you can see the water displacement and everything. I'm going to turn it off in the viewport as this is slowing down my viewport. I'm going to turn on all the particles too in the viewport. Now we need to add a sky texture here. So come out, go to material preview mode. Now we need to add a sky image so that we can place in the background. You can download free images from pixels.com. So go to, you don't need to create an account or anything. You can just download it for free. Then type in sunrise. As I'm going to download a sunrise texture. I like this one. If you want the exact one I am using, you can see the name here. Then select this option, download selected size. Then download this to the folder which you want the file to be downloaded. You can see the name I downloaded here. Make sure this add-on is enabled. Edit, go to preferences, then change it, select add-on and type in image. Then make sure import images as planes is enabled. Then make sure the auto save preferences is enabled. Then close this window. Shift plus A, images as planes. Then select the file you downloaded. Download this file, then open. So you can see it's open like this. Yes to scale it like this. Go to top using numpad 7, select the camera and press N in the keyboard. Go to item, select the Z rotation of the camera, then Ctrl plus C to copy. Then select this one, go to the Z rotation, Ctrl plus V to paste that rotation. Now this camera will be looking at this plane. Now we need to scale this, S to scale, and scale it like this. Go to front view using numpad 1, G to move, Z to move along Z axis and place it somewhere like this. G to move, Z to move, and move it like this. Go to camera view, make sure nothing else is in the picture. Press N in the keyboard to hide this. As you can see, we got a nice sky. Can rotate this if you want, but I'm going to leave it like this. If you go to rendered mode, you can see the exact texture here. Then go to material preview mode. You need to curve this, so select this one, go to top view, G to move, Y to move along Y axis and move it here. Then if you go to camera view using number 0, we can see it like this. Go to top view again, go to edit mode using tab. You need to curve this, so Ctrl+R to place a loop cut, left click, right click to cancel any movement. Go to top view, change this to normal. Since we rotated this, it won't go like this. Change this to normal. G to move, Z to move. This will move that edge along the Z axis of that object. Then move it to here. Change this back to global. Now we need to bevel this. So Ctrl+B to bevel and increase the number of cuts so that it will be smooth like this and place it here. I'm gonna change this number of cuts to 12, so you can see it will be smooth like this. Then go to object mode, select this, right click, shade smooth. This will smooth shade that one. As you can see, it's looking like this. You can move this up a little, go to front view, G to move, Z to move along Z axis and move it like this. So you can see it's looking like this. We can move this vertices up so that it's not showing this. Shift to select this one and Shift plus H to hide everything else. Now you can see it clearly. Select the plane only. Go to top view. Press 5 to change the orthographic. G to move and move it to like this so that it's inside the plane. G to move, Z to move it a little like this. That we can see the tiny sun. We need to move these vertices, select the plane, go to edit mode, go to vertex selection mode, select this vertex, turn on proportional editing, this one, G to move, Z to move, increase the proportional editing window like this, select this vertex, G to move, Z to move, decrease this one so that you won't cause any problems there. Select this one, G to move, Z to move and increase it and move it like this. If you go to top object mode, as you can see it's looking good. Then go to camera view, hold to plus H to bring back everything else. As you can see, we got a good looking sunrise like this. So you can see there is something there pointing out. Select the plane, go to edit mode using tab, select this one, G to move, Z to move and move it a little and move it here. Then go to object mode, press number 0. You can see the sun is looking good. Then go to rendered mode. Now we got a background sky looking good. Then save the file, save. We can change the color of the sky light a little. So in order to do that, we need to go to shading tab, go to camera view using number 0. Change this to world and make sure the HDRI is selected. And we need to add a hue saturation value node. So Shift plus A, color, hue saturation value and place it here. So you can see if you want to change the hue value a little, you can change this. So you can see this is going to change the color. Press Ctrl plus B to place a rendered window around the camera so that we don't need to render anything else. So you can see if we change the hue, you can change the color of the scene like this. If you want to see the exact value, we can add a color palette input. RGB node, we can see the color in here. If we change this to here, we can see the values of that color here. Here the hue is 0.088. Change this to 0.088 and the value is 0.5 and saturation is 0.98. You can change the hue, saturation and value to achieve the color you want for your HDRI scene. You can increase the strength if you want. I'm going to change it to 1.1. But I'm going to delete this as I am satisfied with the original color. So you can see it's looking good now. I will add a hue saturation value node and an RGB node just in case if I want to change the color. But if you want, you can change the value here by connecting this node here, but I'm not going to change it since I like this color. So go to layout mode. As you can see, we got a render window here. So in order to remove that, press Ctrl Alt and B in the keyboard. This will remove that window. Now if we enable the particle system and the as you can see, we added the plane in some of the collection. So we need to remove that from that collection. As you can see, we added the plane in the bushes collection. So we need to remove this and change it to a new collection. So select this and change this to the main collection. Now it's looking good. Bring back that one. We need to move this into a new collection. Select this one, press M in the keyboard, click new collection, change this into a new collection called background. And press enter, click OK. As you can see, we got our background collection like this. If you add the object into a collection that gives the particle systems, it will be repeated like that. You don't need that. Now we need to move to a new collection called background. Now go to modify properties, select the plane and turn off everything in the viewport as it's slowing down the viewport. Then select file, save. Now go to material preview mode as the render cycle engine is slowing down the viewport. Go to camera view. Now that we made all these modules and arranged them in a scene like this, in the next video we're gonna add fog to our scene like this. That's it for this video. If you like this video so far, please give a like to this video in the bottom, and if you're new to this channel and you want to get more videos like this, you can subscribe to this channel using the subscribe button at the bottom. And if you want to get notified while I release new videos, you can press the bell icon below. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye for now.